All right, guys, I'm still waiting. There's my S1K right there. We're waiting on a tire swap. So as I'm waiting for that, I just took out the BMW GS 1300 for a test ride. Now we're going to be taking out this 2024 BMW R1250RT, and we're going to see the difference. Check out my last video on the GS 1300, because let me tell you, that bike is absolutely awesome. So this bike is kind of a sports tour. It is a absolutely gorgeous looking bike. I love it. My boy Nadal has one, and it's got the bags on it already, which is great. So let's hop on it and go for a ride, because as I said in the previous video, I want to put a sports tourer on the channel. So if you guys, I want your guys' feedback. What would you guys rather see? A GS 1300 or a R1250RT? Let me know down below in the comments. But we're going to be taking this guy out for a ride, and we're going to see how this thing works. We're going to test it all out and see the difference, and then I'll give you guys a comparison at the end, which one I'm really leaning towards. But the GS 1300 sounds awesome. The GS 1300, that's a phenomenal bike. Make sure you check out that video that I put out just a couple days ago on it. But yeah, let's hit it. This thing moves good too. So I got the windshield down now into its lowest position. As you guys are listening to me, I want you guys to hear the audio, and I'm gonna keep talking, and I want you guys to hear the difference that this windshield makes, because it's literally, oh my God, now I do not feel anything on my helmet. Remarkable. Let me adjust my mirror. Let me tell you guys, this is such a comfortable bike. Wow. So does the quick shifter feel any different on the RT than on the GS? Well, the GS, I'll tell you one thing, the GS 1300 is definitely faster than this. Without a doubt. It's definitely faster. But don't get me wrong, this thing is fast too. Quick shifter is definitely smoother on this than it was on the GS. And again, I'm going to say, it's not that it's clunky or smooth. Both are smooth. It's just that this one, it takes a lot less pressure to actually engage than it does on the GS. The GS 1300 actually took a lot of pressure to actually, or more pressure I should say, to engage the gears up and down. But I'll tell you, this has probably have to have the best wind and weather protection on any motorcycle. I mean, look at the windshield, look at the body, the cylinders, the fairing, everything. It kind of envelopes your legs, your lower body. Yeah, this feels super nimble and light as well. These suspensions on these bikes are they're just amazing. before, I want to put a sports tour on the channel so I could do some sport touring. I love the S1K, but obviously, you know, that's not geared towards sport touring. You don't have panniers on it, and it's just not really made for that. So yeah, just looking to put another bike on the channel. Like I said, a sports tour to do some longer distance traveling videos. Yeah, this thing is fast as well, but the GS is definitely faster. So I got it in road mode now. It's pretty plush. The suspension feels really good. It's same thing. I don't know which one is more comfortable. To tell you the truth, with all honesty, I think the GS 1300 is more comfortable. And it's not the suspension. I think it's the riding position. But this one obviously handles very well also. Brakes are fantastic. So in road mode, yeah, still feels like it has a lot of power. Suspension is more plush. This one has, I don't know if I mentioned, heated grips, heated seat. It's got the panniers on it. But I just can't get over how much wind protection you have. Let me open up my visor. Let me just open up the windshield. Right now I have the windshield on my helmet. I don't know if you guys could see, all the way up, and I'm literally looking and riding, and zero amount of wind is entering my helmet and affecting my vision. That is remarkable. Oh my God. This RT also tips into corners really easily. This is going to be a really hard decision. Let's put it into dynamic. All right, now we should have all power, and the suspension is going to obviously stiffen up a bit. And let's see on the way back how it feels. But yeah, don't get me wrong, the riding position on this is super comfortable too, but something about the GS, it just feels like your posture is more upright. The legs are kind of lower, not kind of up higher, and it just feels, I'm gonna say the GS is more comfortable. But obviously, if you're looking for a sports tourer, this is probably, I would say, more touring friendly because of the weather and wind protection, and also the panniers. You could put obviously panniers on the GS, I'm not saying that, but oh, just what a nice motorcycle this is. But then again, as I just got off an hour ago off the GS 1300, if you put on some good road tires instead of the knobbies that it had on, the off-road tires, you have like almost like a supermoto. That's how it feels. Like if you want an explanation on that bike, if it had, like I said, some good road tires, it'd feel like a supermoto. But this is, look at this, it's just remarkable how light and nimble this bike is. Very fast as well. Definitely more than what you need for a sports tourer. But I think the 1300, the GS 1300, is next level. It's definitely faster than this. I'm sure, I believe it's lighter, and obviously with that new 1300 motor, braking is outstanding. Wow, the suspension, it's just remarkable. It just feels like it just wants to dive, go right into a turn. That's how light and nimble this bike feels, but the GS even more so. So like both of the bikes handle exceptionally well. I would give it to the GS for better handling. Comfort wise, I'm gonna probably have to give it to the GS also. Better wind and weather protection, definitely this bike. It's fast. It's more than you will ever need for a sports tourer. Feels really good. Mirrors are like perfect where they put them. Yeah, it's a hard, honestly, they're both great. They're both great, but for some reason, I would have to say the GS. The GS is just ridiculously comfortable, and the suspension, I guess maybe because of that longer suspension travel, you literally feel like you're on a magic carpet ride. I'm not kidding. But you still have tremendous handling. And honestly, the wind protection is pretty decent on that. Yeah, so if I didn't mention it before, what would you guys like to see on the channel? Because I do want your guys' input, because you are the viewer. I actually like them both. I wouldn't mind to have either one on the channel to do some long distance touring and sport riding. So I would like your guys' input. What would you guys like to see on the channel? A GS 1300 or the 1250 RT? Let me know down below in the comments. I would really appreciate it. So another good thing having the GS 1300, if I wanted to say go off-road or something like that, then the only thing I would have to do is a tire swap. So you actually have two bikes in one. But for me, I would put on, say, a set of Michelin Power 6s on that bike, and I would literally just use it as a road bike for sport touring. But if I wanted to do some light off-roading, all it is a simple and quick tire swap. This bike is outstanding. Like, this bike I think is absolutely amazing. And think about it, if I tell you I think the GS is better, what do you think about that bike? Oh my God. Like, look at this. Both bikes feel like a dirt bike. It's very, very impressive. Same thing with this one, 9000 Redline. It pretty much operates all the BMWs, even including my S1K. They all operate with the Wonder Wheel. It's kind of the layout. The layout's all the same and stuff like that. Oh man, this is really, really hard to decide on. I think the GS 1300, it would almost be in the same category. If you put on a good pair of road tires, I would put it in, like, not as fast, but in that same category as like your BMW XR. I don't want the XR, if you guys are asking. I don't want the XR only because it's the same inline four that my S1K has. I want something different. I want the 1300 boxer motor and the 1250 boxer motor. It really is a remarkable engine. It's just so much fun because you got that grunt, you got that torque from literally 1000 RPM and all the way up. You got an incredible amount of torque. Super fun in the twisties. You don't have to go crazy ass fast. You could do sport touring on it. I could put on so many bags on the GS, you know, if I want to do a long distance trip, more than I will ever need. And you have a bike that is super capable in the twisties. So I don't know, it's really tough, but I think the sheer comfort level on that GS is what's probably going to sway me to get that bike, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a rocket ship, boy. So much torque. I mean, literally when you hit second, you better hold on because it feels like it's gonna yank your arms out of the socket. Very impressive motorcycle. So let me show you guys around. And as far as the looks go, I mean, I like them both. You got obviously the bags, right? You got the bags. It looks great in the all black. You know, I love the looks of the bike. So I don't know, it's difficult. It's really a difficult decision because both are amazing machines. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys are interested in an S1K RT or a GS, come over here and talk to Ben over at Cross Country Cycles here in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. I'll leave you guys his name and his phone number. If you guys are interested in one of these bikes, Ben's the guy to come see. He'll take care of you guys. But like I said, I want your guys' opinion. Let me know down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.